Hey everybody, it's Dan the Red and welcome back to Stay DPRK. Right then, last we left off, we were still at the football game with NG. Looks like the first match of the day was the best of the lot. April 25th is clearly the better team on the field, scoring 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. By halftime, it's 5-1, and April 25th has already sent in substitutions to lessen the damage. I guess this match is pretty much settled. Yes, but I'd like to stay and watch till the end. I don't get to see many football matches with my work in the military. It's really nice to get out, and I've had a nice time with you. No, he's being honest. Having fun too. So sure, let's stay and finish watching the curb stop. The second half seems to fly by as April 25th decimates the Mongolian visitors. Once the score settles at 8-2 for the final, we walk back to the car. It's starting to get dark, and Unji yawns as we sit down to go home. Feeling tired? A little. You wouldn't mind if I take a nap, would you? Not at all. Of course not. It means she sleeps in your lap. Why the fuck would you ever complain? A few minutes later, and she's nodded off. A few more minutes later, and she's nuzzled her sleeping head on my shoulder. Or, never mind. Okay, this is on your shoulder. Yeah, never mind. I was making an assumption. On one hand, it's nice. On the other, she started drooling. Guy could have a worse day. I feel my eyelids getting heavy as well. Oh boy. Ellipses. More ellipses. After what feels like no more than a minute, I'm snapped awake as the driver slams on the brakes. We have arrived home, American pig dog. Thank you. I nod and gently nudge Eugene. Hey, Sleeping Beauty, we're back. Thanks for letting me nap. I should be able to get dinner together. Sounds like a plan. These past 3 days have gone by so quickly, especially because of all the places I've gone these 2 girls. Well, one of them. It's kind of nice to kick back and relax a little after having another of Unji's meals. I must admit, she does a great job with the limited food they have here in North Korea. The only thing is, now there's too much time to kill and nothing to do. John and Unji are sitting reading books. I'm just here on the floor describing what's going on in my head. Hey, didn't you have a radio somewhere? Maybe there's something we can listen to. Yes, we do have a radio. Actually, KCBC should be airing Voice of Korea soon. Voice of Korea? What's that? It's mostly news and music, and the reading of the original leader's memoirs. It's the best radio program. You'll love it. I suppose it's better than staring at the ceiling. Can we tune in? Certainly. Let me go get the radio. I suppose it would be a good idea to listen to the news, see if anything has happened recently. Maybe your government finally apologized for your aggressive stance against our glorious leader. You probably shouldn't hold your breath. No, I had no intention of holding my breath. It's... never mind. I think I hear Joan mumbling something about the antenna not being put back in the radio correctly. Pretty sure she paired it with an unflattering comment about the nature of her sister's tidiness. And gee, how many times do I have to tell you to push the antenna back into the radio so it doesn't get bent or broken? How do we know I was the last one to use the radio? The dial is set to the Korean soap opera station. You're the only person who listens to it. You have a soap opera station? Yeah, so the stories are very moving. The latest episode of Pathway to Pyongyang had its big finale last week. I'll pass on a summary. How about we just turn on the radio? Yes, that is a good choice. You don't want to get Unji going on about her soaps. Okay. Jong starts setting up the radio while Unji mutters something about putting arsenic in the next batch of kimchi. Good thing she probably can't get her hands in any. They have a hard enough time getting food here, let alone exotic poisons. Looks like they got an old 80s style boombox, complete with double cassette deck. The record button on deck 2 is missing though, probably for the best. I don't think they play anything current here anyway. After fiddling with the dial, Jong finally gets a signal. Oh. Alright. And almost immediately, she snaps to attention when hearing the march music coming through. Unji's in the same thing. I guess I better stand as well. And 3 consecutive march songs later, we finally get to sit down. You have 3 national anthems? Don't be absurd. Only the first song was the national anthem. The other 2 were songs for the original leader and son of original leader. So in essence, you have 3 anthems, and I'd imagine the 4th in the works for a glorious leader. Yes, I would think glorious leader will be getting an anthem as well. I'd consider starting a really comfortable shoe company for all the standing you'll have to do, though I don't think your government will let me start a business. Ha ha ha. So funny, Mr. Smarty Mouth. At least ours are original. Your country says anthem to a British drinking tune. Well, at least not the German anthem. That one is actually a drinking tune. Well, depending on your circle of friends, I guess. Hush you two, the news about to start. This is Voice of Korea, and I'm your host, Biga Wong. I guess I pronounced that maybe sort of correctly, I don't know. Is that a real name? I think I definitely had a rough childhood. Oh, I actually just thought about, okay, connecting the, yeah, syllables. Yeah, okay. Yeah, huh. Biga Wong, yeah. Nice. In today's top story, Glorious Leader has declared the next 2 days as a national holiday to celebrate his triumph over the American dictator in trade negotiations. In this momentous victory, Glorious Leader has said to have secured a trade deal with the American idiot-in-chief in exchange for vastly superior armaments. While the details are still unclear, it appears he has sent a small payment to the head wingnut. What the Americans claim is their newest weapon, the the ID-10T missile system. Let us all hold a moment of silence and awe at our Glorious Leader's negotiation skills. Maybe I can try and sell the Glorious Leader some Kimlite batteries if I ever bump into him. We get 2 days off. We can all do something together. Oh. Neat. We've already done things together, like play Jujiopoly. Whatever. I think she means we can have a group date together. Oh, okay, neat. That's what I figured she meant. Cool. But sister, I thought we were supposed to. Oh, don't get jealous now. Don't get jealous. We've done that. We've done that for 3 days now. We're really at the point. We're really at that point in time we should have a group outing. See, I only just fucking woke up and decided to record some on a crunch because I need to try and get a backlog going. But my head is mostly clear. But occasionally, just, you know, I need more coffee. Yes, this does seem like the appropriate spot and time for that. Let me see if I have this correct. For 3 days, we've gone on single girl dates, just one of us and Adam Red. And now, because we're about to get to enter day 4, it's required we have a group outing? Yes, sister, that's how it's done. It just sounds so scripted. Clever girl. Well, sometimes you do have to plan things out. Precisely. So for the next 2 days, it should be all 3 of us together. Interesting. Sharing the good times and making memories. So where will we go on this trip? Let me think about it for a bit. I nod, and we again focus on the ongoing broadcast over the radio. And while our generals couldn't reach an agreement with the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, on a summit date, the hope is the Russians will meet us soon to discuss our next shipment of voluntary laborers to Siberia. Turning to entertainment news, Glorious Leader has announced he will put on a concert tour next year, where he will perform his international hit singles. Voluntary attendance is considered mandatory, and fun will be had by all. Dates to be announced soon. Fun will be had. Mandatory voluntary attendance. In the court we call that being voluntold. Glorious Leader has a wonderful singing voice. It is an honor to be able to attend his concerts. I hope it'll not get wall duty again when the Pyongyang dates are announced. Yes, you were really upset last time. I'll see about switching shifts with you if that happens. You do that for me? Of course, Unji. You're my precious younger sister. I want the best the world can offer for you. Oh, thank you, sister. You're always looking out for me. It is touching to see how much John cares for Unji. Though, sometimes I wonder if she goes too far north for her own wants or needs. And now a word from our sponsors. Sponsors? I didn't think your government allowed for something so capitalist. You won't be hearing ads for sweatshop sneakers or designer medicines. Well, honestly, that is what you should probably be calling them, is designer medicines. That's fairly accurate in a very sad way. Then what sort of commercial I'll be hearing? Propaganda. The only thing that deserves to be advertised. I should have known. No, really. I should have known. Good evening, citizens of the best true Korea. Truly, you are a grace to live here. This bountiful land of plenty is set by the divinity of our original leader to his grandson, our glorious leader. He alone has the wisdom to direct our country to its rightful ascension as rulers of the world. But he is not alone in this eternal struggle against the forces of those who occupy all our other lands, especially our birthright land of the South. The Workers' Party, the only party that represents all its citizens anywhere on Earth, assists our glorious leader as he stares down the threats the world poses to us. Together, glorious leader and the Workers' Party will lead our nation to total triumph over the evil forces of the United States and its enabler allies. Remember to support your Worker Party by saluting our brave military members who will do battle on our behalf. True Korea will prevail! Man, other commercials in America were long-winded. That was... Are you crying, Unji? That was poetry. Beautiful poetry. I'm so happy to be a part of our destiny. Okay, well, Jong. Sorry, I was just lost in thought, trying to figure out where to go for our outing. Maybe we can get out of the city and go somewhere else. I could use a change in scenery. I had to consider that option. Oh no, we're not going camping again. Never, ever, ever again. I kind of want to say that now, though. Why? Who said about camping? You did. You suggested a change in scenery from the city. Well, yeah, but I never said it had to be camping. Don't mind Unji. She hated camping since she was young in the Young Pioneer League. All your kids threw her camping in the river after she shot them with a pellet gun. It's not like they didn't deserve it. Unji stuck out her tongue. Regardless, we aren't going camping, Unji, so you can relax. Thank goodness. We only have one tent anyway, and it's only designed for 2 people. That would make the trip rather cozy. Not even. You'd be sleeping under the stars. You at least give me a sleeping bag, right? We only have 2. Sorry. We'd pack some extra blankets from the depot, but regardless, we aren't going camping. Then where are we going? Jung brings over the maps he's been studying and points to an area on the eastern part of the Chinese-Korean border. Paiku Mountain. We will be spending our trip there. Mountain? Not just any mountain. It's the most sacred mountain in all of Korea. Original leader's son was born atop the mountain. It also served as an important encampment in our country's struggles against the evil Nibanese. All caps suddenly. Boring. Enough history. Paiku Mountain has lots of gorgeous waterfalls, as well as some natural hot springs. Oh, of course. Of fucking course. Of course it does. Which is good, since it's always cold up there. Glad you mentioned that. We'll be staying at a small, little-known hot spring cottage near Lake John. Of fucking course we will. Of fucking course we will. Sounds like a fun little outing. Perfect for a group date. And our final story tonight. It has come to the Workers' Party attention that there are potentially still Western sympathizers within the ranks. Glorious Leader is investigating into this, and appropriate action will be taken. Have a lovely holiday. Those 2 things really don't really go together. Who cares? Go rest up. We've got to catch a train and then take a car tomorrow to get to our destination. And we still need to pack. That's true, sister. Let's all go get ready for the trip. Well, I'm already packed, but some extra sleep wouldn't hurt. Yes, you want to be full of energy this trip. Sleep is essential. Good night, Angie. This is the next 2 days are all set. I'm looking forward to it. I'm very interested, yes. Time to hit the sack and get ready for this 2-day excursion. Oh, so I've actually got to click on it. Okay. Alright. You shall not pass. Was that always there? Whatever. You know what? I'll just call the episode here. That's, yeah. In any case, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode.